Hello, hello. I'm sorry, my tummy was being a bit upsetty spaghetti at me. It was being all upsetty spaghetti. Oh, I didn't even have spaghetti today. I had a burger. Well, half a burger and half a pack of chips. I had the other half yesterday. Yuck. But hi TA, hi Talan, hi French Puff, hi Bob, hi Anthony, hi Tony. How are you all doing? Sorry I'm late. The painting saga continues. I did manage to do some painting last night. I've been productive last night and today. Last night I got all 3 thumbnails done. I did something else, I can't remember. Oh yeah, and I also painted. I also did some painting, some texturing of the shoulder pads to give them a bit of, you know, like, not levity. Shading, that's the word, like shading stuff. Also today I did some dusting and I did some vacuuming, and I dusted and vacuumed my chair that I sit in. And do you know that bit on like a chair where the back meets the base of a chair that had so much dirt and stuff and bits of plastic in it? It was like, if it's even a zip tie, it's like, why is there a zip tie in here? I don't know. But it was so perfect. It was so perfect and long, and it was like unbroken. It's like, what? But anyway, yeah, I washed my chair. I gave it a proper wash. I damaged my fingernails though, so I'm sad. I also cleaned out one of my paint pots, as in like, you know, it wouldn't close properly. And I also played with the cats outside, and I threw stuff away. I did some recycling, and I tidied up some sprues. Like I cut all the bits of the sprues and put them in the bit box so I can recycle the sprues properly. And I green stuffed some Tyrannid bits onto my outdoor bikes, and also fixed my outdoor bikes as one of them broke when I was moving stuff around in the display cabinet. I can't show you because, unfortunately, but with green stuff still drying, and if I pick them up again, I'm probably just gonna damage and mess the green stuff up. So, I also did up the cape. I did up the cape of the dude. Do you know the Night Lord dude? Yeah. But hello, human, it's I, Puff Pasty. I'm not a human, I'm a cupcake. Oh.
I have upgraded myself, so I am it tiny and insignificant Puff. Now I am the Puff.
You have a Puff. Nice. Oh, but hello everyone. I hope you are all good. I hope you're good. I've not got my gloves on. That's what I've not done. That's what I've not done. But yeah, I've been productive today. No longer tiny, insignificant. No, you're a Puff. Yeah, that French Puff. Hello, French Puff. But yeah, we're going to do painting, and we are actually going to do red today. Let me get my gloves on. Yeah. And oh, my tummy is not feeling good. Maybe I was too productive today. Oh yeah, and my door handle was fixed because it was broken by my father. Well, no, my father fixed it. I was the one who broke it a while ago. And he also WD-40'd it. Although after he did that, I blue tacked some paper under the door to catch any like excess WD-40. And then I also filled out a government form, you know, for voting and stuff. I was like, yeah. Oh, we're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I also had an intellectual discussion with a friend about film economics. Also, I helped him remember a game that he really liked, but he couldn't remember the name. And it's like, it was a cool action RPG, and I'm just like, Kingdoms of Amalur, and he's like, yeah, that's correct. And it's like, yep, I know, because I'm psychic. I know everything. But do you want to see what I painted? What did I paint? I painted nothing. I painted your face! No, I'm joking. If you look at this, I tried doing like some, thanks for a love heart. But if you, is this light on? Oh, now it is. Okay, actually, that might be a bit too bright. If you look carefully, you might be able to see it's a bit grey down here and then really bright up here on the shoulder pad. And like the same on all the other areas where it's white. This one's a bit more obvious. I've been trying to like make it look shaded using Apothecary White to create a shade on one side and then the Liquitech white ink to make it brighter on the other side. Yeah. So I'm hoping, all in all, it looks okay. It's a bit more obvious in real life for shading. It's weird, the camera. I also tried making this bit, you know, feel a bit more detailed and real. Why? I don't think you can hear that. I'm just getting Windows noises like something's coming undone. Why? I do know that noise of where you plug something into your computer and then you take it out. That's what was happening. Just let me make sure these cables are plugged in properly. Seems to be. Oh, looks like everything's plugged in. I just got the Windows noise again though. What's going on? Is stream's okay? Yeah, the stream looks like it's okay. Oh wait, I've not got my chat open on my phone. I've not got the chat open at the side either. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tummy problems are distracting. Oh, close all of this stuff and open YouTube. I want to see chat on my phone today. I want to see chat on my phone. It's over here. It's on my phone. I can see it, and if I bring up chat over here, pop out chat. Ba-dunk, 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 dunk, dunk, dunk. I have a little new thing on my cupcake avatar. Can you see it? I don't know. Why am I getting Windows?
I have a little new thing on my cupcake avatar. Can you see it?
Yeah, probably. Where? Yeah, I can see you got like little bunny or cat ears. A lightsaber. Oh my goodness, what is this noise? It's just constantly just going on and off. You can't hear it. Probably, hopefully. What the hell is it? It's not telling me what's unplugging and plugging back in. I'm just getting this horrible Windows noise constantly. Okay, those are all plugged in properly. Everything back here seems fine. I can hear a shh noise. That's just my air conditioner. Don't worry about it. Okay, the noises are stopped. Yeah, the shh noise should have stopped now. Ah, oh, darn it! It came again. Why? Okay. Neither of my phones are plugged into the computer. If it was the camera, it would be flashing on and off. If it was my monitors, they would be flashing on and off. If it was my headphones, I wouldn't be able to hear it. Okay, no noise at the moment. Oh, neat, Black Templars. Yeah, hi, Trashy D Namgayal. Yeah, we got Black Templars here. If you're wondering about the purple shoulder pad and the blue weapons, it's because I don't really like the black and red look. I wanted to go for black and blue instead. I like the bruised. But also for shoulder pad, like the Crusader splits into 10 detachments, coming up to about 30,000 points, and each detachment has its own shoulder pad colour to separate them from one another. And this is, I believe, the 5th detachment, which is the mobile battle line or whatever it's called. I can't remember what I called it. It's got 2 mastodons and it's got 80 infantry inside the mastodons. Yeah. That kind of space marine. Yeah, Black Templars are chapter space marines. They're kind of the most evil of the loyalists in a way. They're not actually the most evil. There's definitely a lot more evil chapters than them. Oh my goodness, can this Windows noise? You guys can't hear it, thankfully. I shouldn't be able to hear it, but I don't know what it is. No new notifications. Windows security. Okay. Okay, sorry. I keep getting distracted. It's having beeping in your head's not very nice. But yeah, he is my chaplain made from Tigerius. Because I just happen to have a Tigerius model. Oh, yeah, that's a 3D printed cape that I got off Etsy. That is that axe from the normal Crusader kit here. This axe is from the Librarian kit, so I made him into like a glaive. The head is from the Biker Chaplain kit, and so is a halo. Backpack is from some Templar kits, I don't know. Same for the shoulder pads. And this arm is of a Crusader kit. Yeah. I have acquired snack. Yo, acquired snack. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. We're pretty. Oh, we need to do the power weapon today. And we've got this. See, we need to do that. This same effect, but on the power axe. But the thing I want to do before that is, let me move away around some stuff. If these guys don't have cool eyes, but I've got this Evil Sun's Scarlet, which is the brightest red I own. They already have red eyes that I think are pretty cool. It's not that easy to see them, which were made using the contrast bar. But it's not very obvious. I want to make the reds brighter using the scarlet, same for this gem. And then I want to add just a tiny little bit of white to the eye. I use markers. Yeah, you were saying the other day. I don't think I could use markers of these guys. You're broke. Yeah, I remember struggling to have like paints and stuff when I was a kid trying to paint for models. I had like a set of 8 paints and a single brush that did not do very well. I mean, it was a brush that looked, where is it? Like this one. Just an absolute mess. I have special markers made for everything. Ooh. But yeah. Once we got the eyes done, what I'm thinking is we get generic wear and tear on the armor done. Yeah. Generic wear and tear on the armor done. Then we can do the power weapon. And then we can do things like the lighting on these lanterns. I don't really know how to do the lanterns. I've seen a few official paint jobs of, you know, these lanterns. Are they just like this, where the lantern's painted gold, where the inside is just black? And it's like, I mean, it's okay. Don't want to do that though. I'm also going to paint. Yay! You pump onto a piece of plastic and then I mix it so I have a right shade and use a brush. Oh! Honestly, sounds more expensive than just using these types of things, because aren't those markers expensive? Yeah. Yeah, once we get the power weapons done and for lantern, I don't know if I want to paint for lanterns though. If I'm going to paint them, I think we'll take a very light pale yellow and paint it on and then put some orange into the middle. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave the lanterns as is. Because I feel like if I did, I'd have to paint like a tone around this to show where the light's landing. And that just feels like way too much work. That's something, honestly, I don't really have the skills for. I know how to do it if I was doing watercolours on a 2D surface. Or if I was painting with a digital brush. But trying to do it here, it's much harder. Like, what would I have to do? I'd have to get like a very pale light yellow out to there, maybe some orange too. And onto like this area into there, but then I would have ruined some of the painting I've already done. Hello, Dr. Smiler. If when I came to talk about... You came to talk about my car's extended warranty. I don't own a car. You know what's funny? Is if you tell them that, sometimes they might just try selling you a car instead. Like, you don't own a car, or do you want one? It's like, you know, I'm not a licensed driver, you could tell them. I would be like, don't worry about it. You don't have to be a licensed driver to own a car. We could also sell you insurance, or even a fast track to get licensed. That's what they like these places. They're scam artists. They're scam artists. Dreadnought's extended warranty. Don't worry about that. My Dreadnought's got a lifetime warranty. So do my tanks. Oh. His eyes brighter now. Oh gosh, my hand is being incredibly shaky. I'm using my finished brush, which is a Windsor 7 Treble Zero. Treble Zero. Extremely thin brush. Okay, I have to get some of the paint off the brush, otherwise it makes the head too thick. Use the gun to steady my hand. Okay, how's that looking? It looks okay. I don't have a lot of, my hands get very shaky and somewhat painful, unfortunately. Thank you for the head pats. Yeah. Share the head pats, Cuptle. Share them. Oh. Power sword. Don't try killing your chaplain. Bad Templar sword weapon. Oh my gosh, the Templars are so much better than they used to be right now. Oh gosh, that's way too much paint on the brush. Okay. Keep the hands steady. Don't quit. Whenever you need to keep very still, that's when it's harder to not twitch. I do like neat colours for Templars. My Templars are... How are they going to look in the end? I'm using a different method. These guys are undercoated white, as you can tell by the bases. And I've been using contrast paints mostly for them. These ones are actual, like, finished Templars I've done in the past. They're just a couple of intercessors. And this is how it's roughly going to look. But these guys were painted in a more traditional method without any contrasts. And also, for some of my first models were painted when I came back to Warhammer. They're not the greatest. You okay? I'm okay, you stinky, because she's stinky. To decide the number of detailed colours is yes. I mean, they're not that detailed, are they, in terms of colours? I mean, the thing that makes it annoying about Black Templar, I've been looking at my other armies and trying to decide quick ways to paint them. Like the Eldar, I've decided I want to undercoat them white since we have white paint, spray paint. And then what I'm just going to do, for the most part, is just throw Apothecary white and watered down Norn oil at them. And then just paint the gemstones, you know, blues, reds, stuff like that. And then give them like a couple of green and orange shoulder pads and weapons. And then paint the skin and hair. I'll probably keep the hair white, to be honest, because that would be fun. Or like streaks of white in black hair. But either way, it should be a relatively easy and quick paint job to do compared to the Templars. Because what makes the Templars difficult is the fact that it's white and black. If you want to if you undercoat from white, then you got a lot of black to have to paint over that white. And if you want to paint from black, it's very hard to get a clean white when you're painting over black. On top of that, we've got the robes, which, you know, are also a lighter colour. So again, you don't want to be painting from over black, preferably. You want to be painting from over a grey, maybe. Or white. You got gold, which is fine to paint over black if you're using metallic paints, because they're pretty good at that stuff. But because you have that sides of stuff going on, it becomes very difficult. Like, to get a decent white, you want to paint it first as a darker grey, then as a lighter grey, then go with your whites on top of that.
Sons of Malice would be worse.
Sons of Malice would be worse. They look good. Thank you. Sons of Malice do suck. Oh, so hi K-Track. Hi Paint Games, have I got to say hi. Hi Tony, thanks. Was that an apple to my chin? And hi Texas Spartan, Black Templars of a win. Yay! Love me my Monty Python reference, army. Oh, the other day, I was trying to find some Maltese crosses to get my Templar. Like on Etsy, because I can find, like, you know, purity seals and stuff, but what I really want is Maltese crosses to put onto all of my different vehicles and not just transfers, because I hate handling transfers. And I just can't find any decent ones that aren't jewelry. Or don't have a fireman symbol on them. Of the symbol of 1940s Germany on them. I've mostly just been looking on Etsy, but yeah, I need to find some crosses I can buy for models. Because the only one that currently is like decent is, I think there's 2 in the upgrade kit for Black Templars. I don't want to have to buy an upgrade kit for every single vehicle I have. What other armies do you own? I own roughly 1,000 points of Eldar. because of we've been buying for Combat, well, subscribed for Combat Patrol magazine. We're about to get a whole load of Photon. Also about to get some arcs. I used to collect arcs as one of my first armies. I have about 3,000 to 4,000 points of Eldar. I have loads of Guardsmen. Half of them aren't even in army lists at the moment because I don't know what to do with them. But yeah, I have like 4 super heavy tanks. Steel Baneblade, Shadow Sword, the Hellhammer, whatever it's called. What else is there? Tyranids mostly because I bought for the 5 and box set when I first got back in with 10th edition. Oh, I'm about to get some Necrons because I found the Introdomitus box quite cheaply on eBay. We've also got some Chaos Space Marines. Yeah. We've got, and I'm building as Night Lords, but Night Lords that have finally succumbed to Chaos. And it splits into 4 different groups of Night Lords. You've got for Night Lords of Nurgle, for Night Lords of Tzeentch, for Night Lords of Slaanesh, and for Yeet, Unfallen Night Lords. Well, they're still Chaos, they're just not belonging to any Chaos God. Or I physically just go to a store. Or some of the 50 euros. Oh my gosh, 50 euros each. What's 50 euros each? No, for corn. No, we're going to get some World Eaters in the box set. In the Combat Patrol, some World Eaters should eventually arrive. And we're going to have 1,000 points of World Eaters. Actually, technically, I do have a Demon Prince that needs to be built, but I'm waiting for the World Eater model so I can convert it a bit more. And I do have 8 of the Blood Gore have arrived. Or whatever it's called, Goremongers, because we got that kill team set. What else do we have? I'm going to get some Gene Stealers through the Combat Patrol magazine as well. Oh yeah, here's my Tyranid. Here's my colour scheme for the Nids we finally settled on. I have a few Nids that are already painted that have a lighter yellow that I wasn't happy with for the skin. And I didn't do this cool blue stuff I did here. I've been learning how to paint with contrast and it's pretty fun. Like you can see, this model is my own handmade, when I say handmade, converted Tyranid Prime that I just used as an experiment for how to do the skin. It's a complete mess, but it allowed me to paint the other guy. We've also been converting 30k models into 40k models, so this is my squad of Centurions. Which, yes, Centurions are meant, not Centurions, Saturnine Terminates are meant to use psychic power, but these clearly are not fully functional.
And how many of these
armor.
models are actually painted?
Very few of them. What else is there? I do have some Mechanicus models because we got that Battle Line squad. Not for Battle Line, do you know for Servitor squad, for Battle Clade, that's it, not Battle Line. Incredibly braced. Do Necrons next. I am waiting for Necrons. The Indomitus box I found is from America, so it's being shipped here. They've not told me it's out for delivery yet, so it's eBay if it takes a while sometimes. They are well rated, so I'm hoping it should arrive soon. I did just buy though the Doomstalker because there's a website that had a bunch of extra sales on for the Warhammer. And I needed some Mega Knobs because we've recently got the Orc War Boss in Mega Armor, but I don't want to build him as this. I like at least converting him a little bit and kit bashing things up. So I got some Mega Knobs and I got some Lupus and I bought the Doomstalker or whatever it's called. The Necron army though, it's literally just the Indomitus box if you know what's in it. So that's 2 squads of 10 warriors, 2 squads of 3 scarabs, a Necron warlord, a Necron overlord, sorry, a plasmacyte, a Necron, oh, what's it called? Noble something or other. However, there's another commander character, a character that I can't remember its name of. Necrons have changed a lot since I last played. Most of these Necron stuff weren't even out then. It also comes with the thing that looks like a smaller Doomstalker. 2 weird Thal guys that are meant to be like bodyguards. Crypto Thals or something like that. And is that it? Oh no, it's got 5 of them melee destroyers that have legs. Back in my day, destroyers only floated. And you had destroyer overlords. I don't know. They don't have destroyer overlords anymore. I'm sad about that. Like, why not? Oh my gosh, these window noises won't shut up.
Back in my days, the Necrons were still meaty.
I mean, true. That was only like in the last few 100 million years they decided to change that, and it's like, not a big fan of that. I mean, getting rid of the old ones, big fan of it. Never liked the old ones, the silly foggy boys. But the Necrons, you know, resorting to becoming a robot, I think that's a bit cliched. Why did they do that? Okay, one of these. Oh yeah, it's this eye's messed up. I'll close that up. I need some black paint, not contrast paint, just actual black paint. Not Shayish purple. Reichland flesh shade. That's Storm Fiend. I might not have any black paint out already. No, here we go. Base Abaddon black. We don't even have lords anymore. Cupcake, what do you think about my guard army? I have found bidding for a proxy Baneblade for £20. Ooh, gotta try and win him. I thought your proxy army was pretty cool. They're very recognisable as what they're meant to be. And I've seen that Commissar before. I was tempted to buy her myself when I was buying. I have a model that I've not yet gotten around to finish doing a full conversion of. This model I want to convert to Carl, to Belisarius Carl, or whatever his name is. How are you meant to pronounce it?
Drakenhof Nightshade.
Drakenhof Nightshade. What's that? Yeah, they have to. Do they still have to destroy your overlords there? I didn't see them. You get round to making your slicey leggy boys, and I'll get round to finally painting up my not quiet ones. The Ossiarch one with the bone blades and legs. Oh yeah. But yeah, this model, if you don't know, my original model had a really big hatch like this, and which is one of the reasons why I bought this tech beast. I realised after getting it and looking at Carl's model next to other models that this model wasn't going to be big enough for it. But I'm going to convert it. I've got a load of these tentacle things. I'm like the Hellbrute and other stuff. And I'm going to have a Mauler Fiend that's probably going to... Well, 2 Mauler Fiends actually. It's probably going to have more of these spare things. And I want to just get Carl's base and just put them all around her.
Archimagus Copius Copius.
Yuck. Looks cool. He is an interesting character. But yeah, she's meant to represent... I was reading how every single ship has an Adeptus Mechanicus detachment to it. And like a part of... I say a part of a ship. Much of a ship will be almost exclusively reserved for Mechanicus on board. Yep, even outside of Ford ships. Like, you'll have your living and training quarters, but that's only a relatively small amount of a ship compared to what the Mechanicus will control. And what she represents is like the lead Mechanicus in the Crusade, who may not actually be human. I'm thinking that her face under here is actually a fake face. And my lore for her is that she's actually one of the Iron Men. From, do you know, for Dark Age. Maybe not directly from the Dark Age, but she's fully AI and she only pretends to be human. Or, do you know, have once been human. But she's interested in keeping humanity around and trying to recapture some of humanity's old relics. So she's gone full tech priest. I don't know if that's actually what I want to do. I don't really know her lore. I thought that would be like a funny lore for a character in 40k. Look, if I was in charge, if I got to write some of the books of 40k, I would definitely have a character like this. I'd definitely have like, hey, do you know this tech priest you all love? Do you know the tech priest that works directly with the Black Templars? Guess what she is? She's an AI! Imagine the conflicts that would arise from her from like the Marshal finding out his tech priest ally has been an AI this entire time. That'll be like, oh, it'll be beautiful. Oh, I thought the same thing. Does look like, yeah, it does look like her. But you know, I'm gonna paint it in Cupcake colours, which isn't actually green and purple, it's yellow and pink. Why do I do this to myself? Yellow is the hardest colour to paint. But yeah, I love this model. Also, my main guard army that I'm planning to do or trying to get made is all of it. Well, not all the women, but they're mostly women. Because for my Black Templar, they put every single person, like all of their serfs, through the same rigorous tests. And any man who passes the test gets sent on the journey to become a Black Templar. And any woman who passes the test gets sent, just trained to be an elite warrior. Mostly to ride horses. Because you know what? The Crusaders, and Crusaders need cavalry. Oh my god, abominable intelligence. Purge it! Purge it! Yeah! Nick. Yeah, it looks a bit like the woman from Elden Ring. Once it's painted up, maybe it won't look as much like her, but it definitely does. I also feel like I need to make green stuff her hair to be a bit longer than it is. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Or maybe I'll just find someone who like has the model and then I'll just ask them, hey, can you 3D print this but change the sculpture to look more like my character? Where are you gonna get your women guard models? Oh, I'm just converting 40k models. If you've not seen them, I'll show you. Here you go. Oh. So already, a lot of modern guardsmen have the option for female-looking heads or more feminine-looking heads, and some more feminine-looking bodies. But you've then also
Wouldn't the
got
Black Templars of the women be sent to become Sorters? They both believe in the Emperor's divinity.
No, they couldn't send them to become Sororitas. Oh, darn it, this broke off. Sororitas are trained by the same school. They're raised by the same school that, you know, raises Commissar and Tempestus Scions. The Black Templar wouldn't be able to just take one of their serfs and go, hey, have this serf. On top of that, it would take forever to send them over. But no, the Black Templar also want people fighting alongside them. Because the Black Templar Crusade wouldn't be able to train their own sister sororitas. Yeah. On top of that, the Crusade does want a whole load of, guardsmen and, support troops. Like, they can't just fight for all the battles by themselves. So, yeah, he is a female tech priest. That's for the guardsman army specifically. It's not for an adept admech army. This is actually from the Horus Heresy. You can buy it. It comes with a little scribe. Here is a Necromunda model I converted. I gave her this hand from an Etsy model I bought. I had to sculpt some of her hand back in. This is a head that I bought. Oh no, they're not from Etsy. It was bought from, I can't remember, something Forge or whatever. I then made this, turned her staff into, a chainsaw thing. Yeah, so that's one of my priests. This is another priest that you can already buy. It's a used to be mostly Sister Sororitas priest, but anyone can. I think the guardsmen now have it on the website. Again, use the same type of head from the same place. This is a Necromunda model that I didn't realize was on the wrong base, so I put it on a higher base. Then I realized it was on the wrong base again, so I couldn't actually take it off this base. It was too stuck on. And I couldn't then take this off the base below it because it was too well stuck on. So I just decided, you know what? She's on a plinth. She's on a plinth. Yeah, I converted it to be a commissar, cut off the top of her head. I added in a commissar hat from another model. An officer hat, sorry, from a tank commander. Gave her a power fist from a Horus Heresy Space Marine because they have much smaller hands. Gave her a little pistol as well from a Horus Heresy Space Marine. Kept her main gun. And yeah, she's going to be a commissar for Death Corps of Krieg Command Squad. Yeah, as you can see, I tried using a knife and, pliers and stuff to try and cut it off. It would not come off. Yeah, most of them are recruit to the Scholar victim. My female guard of them Station Forge, aka the non-BP female guard models. I think all guard boxes but Katachin and Krieg have female heads. Krieg, it doesn't matter about female heads because the armor's thick enough and they all wear gas masks and helmets, so you don't know if there's even a woman amongst them, to be quite frank. Which is fair. That's actually one of the things that they officially said ages and ages ago. I mean, and by ages and ages ago, I mean when I was a little kid. They, like, I was wondering about this stuff, and for like, no, Games Workshop's already made a statement about guardsmen in which the guardsman models are so small that it doesn't really matter. That just because it doesn't look like a woman just straight away doesn't mean it's not a woman. They're all wearing bulky armor, they've all got helmets on, they all cut their hair short, they're not wearing makeup and stuff, and they're all highly trained. How are you going to tell who's a man and a woman? Although since then they have gotten much more detailed and better models. So this is just a Tempestus Aquilian, and it's just got a normal head. It's a female head. I did give her some extra purity seals though, because she works with the Templars. And I lost my shoulder pad here. These shoulder pads always fall off. Probably because I should be using plastic glue for them, but the super glue's always blocked up, so. Yeah. But here's my... Yeah, here's one of the soldiers. Yeah, I mean, you can't necessarily tell it's meant to be a woman. It's just got a knight's head on. I can't remember what shop it's originally from, the head. But it was actually meant to be for proxies, or replacing the heads of Sisters of Battle. And I just decided to use it on Guardsmen. I wanted to give them more of a knightly aesthetic as well, because I want to like I want them to feel like the Crusaders. I want them to feel like they're knights fighting alongside the Angels of the Imperium, which is one of the reasons why I just decided to go for having 30 cavalry models. And here's another one. This one uses heads, and I think it's called Female Space Knights. The heads are meant to be Space Marine models, so you can convert your Space Marines to female Space Marines if you wanted to. But I'm using them for Guardsman Knights. Also, obviously, I got these extra shoulder pads and stuff to try and armor them up a bit more. To give them that knight, again, the knight aesthetic. Yeah. But this one has a long flowing hair, which I like. I like my female I like my warriors, men or women, to have long flowing hair. It's cool. Most this year. Those do look sweet. Thank you. Unfortunately, the Italians are really easy to convert because they have actual, proper heads and stuff. But I'd have a neck hole. So you can just replace them with any other guardsman head or head designed for a guardsman. All of the Krieg models, though, are hellish to convert because they don't have the same neck hole. Instead, they have an actual neck, and it's thin, and the helmet is meant to fit into, I think, 2 parts on top of it. So you have to cut away part of the neck of the Krieg body, and then the neck part of the helmet. I've then tried to fit them together, and it is a bit off. Cut it up more, and if you cut it up too much, then you have to green stuff it and then re-sculpt the coat. And it's not a fun process trying to replace Krieg heads. One of the reasons why I've not built too many of them at the moment. I want to, but I keep getting distracted and we keep getting more models. It's like, why? Why did I subscribe to this Combat Patrol, which is giving me loads and loads of models of way less than they actually meant to be? Yeah, as you can see, his eye is a bit of a mess, so I'm going to have to work on this. Yeah. Money! Money, it's true. Look, the Combat Patrol magazine, it just made too good of an offer for me. The ability to have, what was it? Okay, honestly, the Marines and the Tyranids it gave me, I didn't really care too much for. Another bike chaplain? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Modtrex or whatever it's called. Actually, no, it gave me another Hive Time, but I already had one. And it did give me another Brutalis, which was nice. But for the rest of them were just Leviathan models. And that's the worst Combat Patrol, the Leviathan model Combat Patrols. Which, if you don't know why, the Combat Patrols you can buy for Space Marine, for generic Space Marines and Tyranids right now. Oh no, not Tyranids anymore, but used to be for Tyranids. It's so bad. Like, if you just buy the starter set right now, which is cheaper than buying a single Combat Patrol. Actually, no, if you buy the Ultimate one, it's a bit more expensive. But it gives you all of the models from one set, all of the models from the other Combat Patrol, pretty much. It's like, why wouldn't you? But yeah, the rest of the Combat Patrols are pretty great. Like the Photon one has 5 of the big Terminator-like dudes, 3 of the Thunderkin, 5 of the Berserkers, 10 of the Warriors, and then the weird dude, the Commander model. The Tall. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, let me get some no oil onto the eye. That would help. No oil fixes all the problems in the world. No oil. Got a problem, it will fix it. No, 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 no. No oil. Apparently Combat Patrol is coming to Australia. Ooh, yeah. I recommend, if you can afford it, I recommend getting the premium version. The cup that it comes with is terrible, if I'm honest, if you get that. So, has up 20. I'm turning my air conditioner because it's boiling. It's a very warm day today. The cup kind of sucks. I mostly use it just for when I'm cooking a microwave omelette now. The rest of the stuff that comes in, it's nice. Like, I don't really care for this face brush it gave me. It fell apart almost instantly. This dry large brush is okay. I've not used it much. But these shading brushes are actually surprisingly versatile. Also comes with some clippers, which are okay, I suppose. They're not terrible, they're not great, they're just clippers. Just starter set ones. What else does it come with? But yeah, the premium stuff, the things you get for it is really good. Because you get a Hive Tyrant, a Ballistus Dreadnought, a Demon Prince, a Howling Banshee Squad, a Vogel Dawn of all things. It's with a premium version. What's the Arc one? 3 killer cans of the Arc one. Oh, you get for what's it called? For Coffin, for Brood Coffin or whatever it is, or a Gene Stealer Cult. The Photon gives you for Thunderkin. The Eldar gives you for Howling Banshees. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. It's a pretty cool kit. I understand the heat feels like 38.3 here in Texas. Yeah, our heat is not that bad. It's about 28, 29. But it's Britain. Our houses are designed to be insulated. Our houses are designed to be insulated, and we have a very humid heat here. So it's very difficult to cool yourself down. On top of that, I'm Scottish. I am not designed for hot weather. Anything above 15 degrees, you know, that's a bit too much for me. I forget it's summer for the rest of the world. Oh yeah. Hi, Skaven Dan, you fixed your channel, but it cost me. Oh no, what did it cost you? It should be 10 degrees C in England. It's not. I wish it was. Oh, it's a hi, Severin. My god, I have 2 rules. No new models until everything is painted, and proxies only vehicles are an exception because they are basically the same price. For me, I usually find, I don't know if it's the case for outside of Britain too, but the only time I find it's cheaper to buy online, to buy proxies, is when it comes to single characters. And not every single character. Like if you want, like for instance, £8 for an Empire hero character. Even proxies usually aren't going to be that cheap, and if they are, they're not going to be good. Yeah, for something like this, a proxy will probably be cheaper. But this is such a cool model. Few proxies will even come to the same level of detail. When it starts coming to squads though, I find the proxies usually aren't cheaper. I mean, if you can print them yourself, then yeah, maybe for cheaper. If you can't print them yourself, though, and you have to buy the prints, they're often more expensive. 13 quid each. That's not a bad price. I wouldn't trust the quality off of mind you for that price, because there's a couple of models I bought that were relatively, similar prices and they were terribly printed. Most of the time if I'm buying something for that cheap, it's terrain, where it doesn't really matter how detailed it is too much. You can always add detail later. My playlists disappeared and my history in YouTube. So now it's advertising things like tampon. Oh no. Because I ask it to not do specialized advertising to me, I get all sorts of weird things advertised to me. You had no problem with scoops. That's nice. I've been looking at, trying to buy a Titan, maybe a proxy again, because I did buy my Warhound Titan, which is literally just a reprint, not a reprint, just a copy. I bought it on eBay. It said it was a forged one, but that was ultimately a lie. And for a price though, I don't really care too much. Okay, how's the eyes looking here? That's fine. They're glowing. They're like, ooh, that's good. Fine Foxies are better than cheaper then. I mean, my experience at the moment is that Foxies are generally not better than Forge World stuff. Cheaper, yeah, but rarely ever on the same par. Like these resin models that are Games Workshop ones, they are, I mean, they're fragile as hell, but the detail on them is so amazing. This one's, it's okay. It's not the best, to be honest. But like this Tech Priest, she is just absolutely insane. The level of detail on her and how well sculpted she is. Same goes with this Skal, who I ruined quite a bit. I ruined both of the models on this set, but I'm happy with them. My Warhound Titan is definitely not better than an actual Forge World model. The Warhound Titan I've got for head is just one solid block. And that's a real thing that made me realise, okay, if this is not an official model. Because I've seen Warhound Titans up close and stuff. I've been got other people who've had them, and I know you can take the head apart and see the little crew inside. And trying to find a proxy for that is just impossible. Or feels impossible. That level of detail. Like, there's some really cool models out there, but I think the sculpt quality and especially the print quality is not to the same level. And if you do get a Forge World, sometimes Forge World does end up selling models at when they arrive for a mess. But if you do find that, then you can always contact Games Workshop customer support and they'll just usually send you a new one free of charge. Oh my gosh! 5 gifted. Thank you, Skaven Dan. Oh my goodness.
Yay! Oh my cupcake. Thank you, Skaven Dan Total War, for supporting 5 cupcake mages.
5 cupcake mages. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Oh, love heart to you. Everyone who became a cupcake mage today, use your cupcake magic wisely. Don't let it destroy you. Remember, with great cupcake magic comes great responsibility. Responsibility to partake. Found a dude in South Sweden who has a bit better proxy price for me. It's just that for most of the models he sells are from across the realm. Ow. We don't know if they are super oof. Yeah. Those are not models I would want to get. I've been trying to find like, yeah, trying to find some female guardsman models has been, and you know, stuff that would be good for this. I gave up at doing it. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to convert Necromunda models. And thanks for yeeting at me, French Puff. Welcome back. Oh, Kasumi Mai got one. Yay. Yeah, I'm not going to get... I don't want models like that. I want my women to be warriors. Because that's for setting that in. Actually, one of the things that got me back into Warhammer was... Look, I've still not finished. I keep wanting to. It's on my bedside cabinet, but then I never... It's actually because I got my bedside reading lamp and I put it on my desk so I could do more stuff like this. I've just not got a new lamp. But it's a female commissar. And there weren't that many books when I used to play that, you know, had female characters as the main character. And sometimes some female characters did turn up. It just became super, you know, male gaze type book. This is how could this be described? Okay, how do the eyes look there? I'm a snake! That's not a worm. It's a worm! It's a worm! Look, look. It did offer those fluffy little worms you can buy on strings. That's what I was trying to go for when I made this. I do have a female inquisitor, actually. If I find her. There she is. The print quality of this is not great, if I'm entirely honest with you. It feels very chunky for print quality in terms of like the details don't feel very fine compared to like this model here. But what you're going to expect from 3D printed stuff sometimes. But yeah, I really wanted an Inquisitor like, you know, you're seeing a lot of Inquisitor art with a big red robe, the golden cross eye symbol behind them, and, you know, stuff like this. That's what I was really looking for. But Games Workshop doesn't sell any at the moment. So I just bought this model and gave her a bolt pistol. Which, I really like the design of the model, but as I said, it's not the same quality that the other models of this size are that I currently have. Not dealing with plastic models. But it's a nice model. Can you wear your hat when you're a snake? I'm wearing my hat. No giant hat shaking my head. I believe if that's a worm. A worm with a Y. Yeah. I like this model though. She's very sharp though. It's like, look at her. Okay, no, she's actually on a Necromunda base though. Look how short she is. Okay, we'll find someone who's not on a tactical rock. Okay, tech priest woman. Definitely much taller than her. Okay, she's got high heels on. Let's find a different female character. Not on a tactical... Ooh! spot. Okay, she's fine, I think. Okay, Vindicator, Feast, slightly taller than her, but she does have a bit of a tactical metal plates under her foot. Okay, Tempestus Scion. Okay, she's actually a bit taller than the Tempestus Scion, who is crouched down a little. It's like, oh, just landed. And she's got a melter bomb. It's a sentient flump. A sentient flump. By the way, if you want to see how big this woman is. Oh. Hi, Anthony. That's not Rusty. I got the Forge World Keeper, and that thing was a nightmare to build. Her braids actually come straight, and you have to heat them up and bend them. Ooh, that sounds like it sucks. But no female Inquisition models like Andrea's from Dawn of War 2. Yeah, that's the one thing. I feel like I want Games Workshop just to release more models at once for certain factions like the Inquisitors. And like more model options.
Do you actually prefer the green and purple or the yellow and pink?
Yellow and pink personally. Green and purple is nice. But yellow and pink's like my favourite colour combo. Outside of maybe, you know, very bright blue and very bright pinky purpley stuff. The other galaxy shade that they have. Whereas the reason this one's green and purple is because the artist who originally did fan art for me, and then made this model for me, he's colourblind, and he thought I was green and purple, but I thought his fan art was so cool, I decided, you know what, draw it in the colours that you see, because that looks really cool. Oh gosh, that's a mess. Oh no. That's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. Trying to build this iron. Oh gosh, why don't you even go in? Why is the paint not sticking? There you go. Stick where I wanted to stick. But not beyond there. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some known oil and some silver on that. Wait for it to dry. I got a couple of keepers from Creature Caster, and they were cheaper, more detailed and easier to build. Ooh. I've rarely ever been disappointed by Forge World models, just other than from being a bit difficult to build at times. But I mean, that's just my experience. I know plenty of people who have had much more difficulty. That being said, for one time I had like, it was Elisif von Draken. I had bought her and Forge, and the model was just a bit messed up, and I complained, and Forge World just sent me another one. It wasn't even that much that was messed up on it. It was just like one small, I say small, it was still a decently important piece. It was like a claw or something. They just sent me a whole new one. I was like, you know what? I'm happy with this. Well, that was before I had like, you know, the ability to buy online. I had to buy them at Games Day, I think it was, where they had Forge World models for sale, which you could buy in person. And so that's what I did. Head pack Thanks our head pat, by the way. Cuptle share the head pat. Yeah. Who else is there? I've not had that many Forge World models. Most of the ones I have had are like this, where they're just small characters, dressing ones. The big old dragon, and where is it? The only one I still have left, Magma Dragon. Because for some reason, for Elisif von Draken, I had converted into a vampire lord, a female vampire lord, obviously, on a zombie dragon. And I won a painting competition for that, and I kept it as an ornament, but my mother kept breaking it. So I put it somewhere safe, and I think it got thrown away. Which was saddening. Oh yeah, by the way, I have all my neophytes with helmets, because you can't go to battle without a helmet. Especially if you're Space Marine. What's the point of having all this advanced armor if you're just not going to wear a helmet? What's the point of giving them all these resources and carapace armor if you're just not going to wear a helmet? No, my Space Marines have to wear helmets. Order of the Marshal. The only ones who don't wear helmets are ones who can carry helmets with them. Like, if I've got a model where I can carry a helmet, then I'll be like, you know what? Maybe he doesn't need a helmet. He's carrying his. Guardsmen, I don't have wearing helmets all the time. That being said, Plastic Keeper is my second favourite model next to Bellacar. Yeah. A lot of the Forge World models that were remade into plastic, or old models that were remade into plastic, they're really good. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Like the Death Corps of Krieg. It's like, yeah, maybe the old Forge World models were more detailed and better, but the new models are still really good. 9 Space Marines have plot armor, so no helmet. Yeah. But when we played Space Marine 2, I made sure we had helmets on at all times. That's why my wife and I say, if you have all this armor, no helmet while at war, it makes no sense. Yeah. Oh, I've known a couple of idiots who they dismissed too much regulation, but one of the things was not wearing helmets, and they got, well, they're dead, obviously. I think one of them might, no, I think he died. Yeah. He did survive a while with severe brain damage in hospital, but oh my goodness. That being said, they also smoke, like on trench lines. It's like, what the hell? Never smoke when you're on a trench line. That's just going to get your artillery bombarded. Oh. Just wear your helmet. Even modern day helmets are very good at saving your life. And if it gets damaged or cracked, get it replaced. If you're struggling to get it replaced, force them. Don't stop making noise until it gets replaced. They are... That's why my wife... Yeah, that is probably one reason the Forge World Keeper is so bad. It's like a 20-year-old design. Yeah. I know for a while they had these like massive, like almost Titan-sized greater demons you could buy at one point, and they were super cool, and I wanted to get the Keeper of Secrets one. Yeah, only the Keeper of Secrets one. All of them were really nice though. I didn't get it obviously, but I did want one. It was absolutely massive. It's like, oh my goodness, that's huge. I still want to get a Hierophant Titan. I just have nowhere to place it. Like nowhere at all to safely keep a Hierophant. It's easy with Forge World, especially a Hierophant, because it's, you know, it's got spindly legs. Is that the models are a lot more fragile. It's hard to draw these figurines. It is hard to draw them. You're right. Oh, I found one of my old notebooks the other day, and I had a bunch of drawings of, you know, Dark Elder in it. I was like, oh my goodness. I remember drawing all of them. Lily Felispat and stuff. Oh. I always have a problem with paint leaves, greyish marks. It's hard to fix. Paint leaves? What? Some parts can't be reached by a paint either. It's easier to watering down paints is the best method. Might just be a case of needing to go back over after it's dried. Yeah. Oh, the paint leaves greyish marks. Yes. A lot of painting is just, you paint thin layers and then you paint it, realise it didn't fully do full coverage, and you paint another layer over the top. Which is one of the reasons why, like with the white, I paint a grey layer, and then I paint a lighter grey, and then I paint white finally on top of that. Because if you just go straight with the white, it's going to take many layers to finally get through. But with this, it's like, where the white doesn't fully cover, you're going to have light grey under it, and then you're going to have dark grey under that. And it's going to just look so much nicer. 2 thin coats, yeah. And if that doesn't work, 3 thin coats, yeah. You can actually, if you're doing thin coats, you can actually do a surprising number of coats before it starts obscuring details. You have to make sure for thin coats. That is a Forge Road Keeper. I have it. It's roughly the size of a Tyrant Chaos Knight. Ooh, that's really cool. It's sad to hear that it's not a great model, but I absolutely love those guys. It's like, oh, I wanted one. I never knew they were that old though. I think I discovered them. I don't know. Like, they're definitely one of the last models was like, ooh, those are really cool before I finally had to quit. That being said, when I mostly looked at Forge World models, I was either looking at the Fantasy Forge World models or the Tyranids and Imperial Guard. Hello, Empress Right Ball. How you doing? Takes a lot of work on green stuff. Yeah. That's what my Magma Dragon was like because none of the pieces wanted to line up. Out of the 2 fun dragons I had and her Carmine Dragon, the first one didn't like to line up very well, and I had to re-sculpt quite a bit of it to get the gaps working. Hi, Night Parade. You're making gunpla. Yay! Is it one of the big models or one of the smaller models? The second one though, that one fit together a lot better. I didn't need to do as much green stuffing to get it to... I mean, I did have to green stuff to, you know, to get the pieces to stay together. Because the issue with resin is it does not stick. But it's not... Super glue doesn't work like plastic glue. Plastic glue, it actually melts the 2 pieces together, so a bond can be very, very strong. For resin, though, you just got this very weak super glue bond, and resin bits are quite heavy. So green stuff will just help keep it together. But resin is always a lot of work. Even if you're buying 3D printed models, if it's made from resin, always wash them beforehand. Always make sure they're fully cured and not soft. What else is there? Always work in a well-ventilated space, preferably with some sort of mask on. And actually, one of the best ways is like when you're clipping them and cutting or filing pieces down, do it underwater so all the resin dust gets collected in the water. Ow! Hi, iOS. I like your chill stream. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye, Trashy. Thank you for liking the stream. And I hope you have a good day. High grade, so it's pretty big. Oh, big gun plaque. 12144. Oh, I imagine that's big. Not made gunpla myself. I've watched other YouTubers make good gunpla. Exercise time. Never, not for a hand cam. Oh yeah, I finally got a time when my doctor's phone appointment will be tomorrow. Main reason I did a hand cam. Oh gosh, that was bad. Oh, missed completely. I'm gonna have to repaint the area. The reason I did a hand cam for tomorrow is because I have a doctor's appointment for the afternoon, but I have no idea when in the afternoon. And it's going to be a telephone, so just going to ring me. But if they told me it's going to be like 25 minutes after the stream should end, so I'm like, oh, okay. Twice as tall as Redemptor Dreadnought. Oh! That means like Redemptor Dreadnought about that tall. So, oh, that's like as tall as my camera stand here. It's like, what the? What the? What the? Like that big. One hand and a little bit. Conjuror, what is it, IRS? I'm yawning, sorry. Where's my black? There it is. Where's my colour? It's empty. No, you can't go up in jail. You're going to block my painting. So drinking some water. Staying hydrated, obviously. It's a good idea to stay hydrated. Yeet. Ow, don't throw bananas at my head. You know what they say, a banana a day keeps the dementia away. Oh, is that true? Does a banana a day keep the dementia away? Brushing your teeth every day keeps the dementia away. Remember that. If you brush your teeth, you won't get dementia, most likely. If you brush your teeth, you stay insane, it's true. If you brush your teeth, you get stuff. You get rid of bacteria. It'll destroy your brain and mental capabilities. Is that true? It's an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but a banana a day. No, brushing your teeth apparently does actually help fight dementia. Like, good oral hygiene has been shown to reduce risk of dementia and stuff. I should know, my grandmother's got dementia. I don't know if that's what my dentist told me. I accidentally just whacked the camera then. There we go. And a reload a day keeps those pesky orcs away. To kill an orc, you got to shoot it in the head with a bolt gun, and then again in the heart and the chest and the legs and the arms to keep it down. You can use a last gun, but it's not gonna be as effective. The hole is just too small. The orc will likely live, because an orc is a pesky monster. Pesky as one can be. There we go. iOS is here. iOS is the one who drew the cat in my current schedule. Oh my goodness. Bugs French Puff. I'm halfway done with instructions, just 8 more pages. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of pages. And I thought these sets of 9 took a long time to build. They don't have that many pages of instructions, it's just for legs being modular. Not modular, you know, fully posable. Oh wait, how big is a normal person next to a Space Marine again? Wow, look at that. Look at that. This is like super elite warrior, Tempestus Scion, Stormtrooper. But compare that to a Thespid Stingwing. Okay, sure, it's got a bit of a tactical rock. There you go, bring the tactical rock down to the same level. It's still massive. Compare that to the Tempestus Scion who fights against the Thespid Stingwings. And it's like, what? They're massive. The Thespid Stingwings are absolutely massive. Tau must be really terrified of humans. Why does the bigger one not eat the smaller one? Because the smaller one's got a melter bomb, so he'll get really, really bad, you know, tummy ache if he ate her. Also, that's, what's it called? Future Armor joke with Omicron Persei I8. Or is it 6? Is an Imperial Guard agent a normal human, and my Imperial Guard agent is as big as a Marine? An Imperial... Oh, an Imperial agent. It depends on the Imperial agent, to be honest. What? Oh no, one of the purity seals fell off. Which one? Oh, it's this one. Yeah. No. Yeah, for old Marine models are way too small and for about the same size as the Guardsman model. Some models are like human models are almost the size of a Space Marine. This tech piece is much taller than a normal person. She is almost as tall, but she's fully modified. She's not a normal human. She's mechanical in nature. Okay, where did I put my pin? Oh, ungluing this cap. Pin, 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 pin. Prepare, pen. Prepare, pen, pen. Prepare, pen. Oh, I had a pin earlier. Oh, here it is. Tao get existential dread from humans is my favourite type of comedy. Yeah, I'm just thinking, Tao must be scared of humans to some extent. Because they've got like the Thespid Stingwings here, who are these massive things that absolutely dwarf Tao. Humans are taller than Tao, but not as big as a Thespid Stingwing. Yet when a human fights a Thespid Stingwing in combat, and it's a relatively even fight. Like, they've got wings, they got the size advantage. It's like, why are these apes? Like, the Tau must be used to going, okay, the Kroot are bigger than us, the tougher than us, the stronger, the Orcs, bigger, tougher, stronger. It makes sense. It makes sense that we can't beat them in melee. There's no point even trying because they're just so big, they're so tough. And we're so small. And then humans go, yeah, we're smaller than them. But I'm gonna beat them up anyway. And it's like humans regularly fight orcs in close combat, and yeah, while the average human is going to be beaten in general, they do win enough engagements in melee with orcs. Like, you got stories of a Krieg just charging into the orc lines and winning, or orcs like arriving at Acadian lines of Acadians just going, okay, full bayonet time.
My Kroot are big boys.
The Kroot, yeah, the Kroot
Time to eat a cupcake. Cupcake emoji.
Cupcakes. Hi, Native Engine folk. Oh my god, what a massive galactic-sized battle. Meanwhile, for Imperium and Eldorf, this is a minor skirmish. Not skirmish, not even worthy of a battle report. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this dreadnought's older than our entire race. Humans. This dreadnought's kind of young for a dreadnought. Tau are literally the closest thing to modern humanity in the 40k though. Like, humans are one of the ancient fallen races in 40k. They're so modified and changed and everything that they're just a caricature of humanity. And often the worst parts of humanity. Tau, on the other hand, have a lot more modern ideals. I think no, Eldar can fight big battles. There's more Eldar than for our Tau. That's even if you ignore the Drukhari. And there's so many Drukhari that you could literally wipe out 1 trillion Dark Eldar and there would still be like most of them left. Like not even half of them would be gone. maybe 1% or something stupid. Okay, screws coming
I've
out
repainted
of this
my
right now.
crew trail shaper, my flesh shaper, my crew tox rider, me Ultim Ultra.
That's nice. Dark count or don't count. Yeah, but if you count the craft worlds, it's like some of the craft worlds have literally... That's a weird tentacle thing. Billions of Eldar living upon them. If not like tens, hundreds of billions. While there's only a handful of like major craft worlds, if that many numbers, there's still like thousands of minor craft worlds around. On top of this, you've still got a few thousand Exodite worlds just spread about. Some of them have pretty large populations. And then on top of that, not all Webray cities are Dark Eldar cities. Like some of them are Corsair cities, some of them are Eldar cities, and some of them have like, again, billions of inhabitants. There's tens, if not hundreds of billions even. So there's literally trillions upon trillions of Eldar out there. It's just there was once a lot more of them. What remains is only a fragment of their race, and the population is going downward because not enough of them are being born to replace the dead. But this doesn't mean that the Eldar are a small population by any means, incapable of fighting massive battles. The Tau, by contrast, have a couple of hundred worlds in one sector. Is it 200 still, or is it more? Is it more like 300 now? Half the people living on those worlds aren't even Tau.
Hi.
Hi, Mississippi Gonzo, Redcon, aka Redcon. So, yeah, it's honestly for Eldar very much a significant population. One of the reasons the humans don't count as a dying population, though, despite the fact that they are, you know, nowhere near as powerful as they used to be, is that every year the amount of humans in the galaxy still goes up. Despite all the war, despite all the violence, humans still are capable of maintaining a large population. Not just maintaining a large population, but increasing it. The Empire also creates more colonies. The Imperium does actually do quite a lot of colonization efforts. And some of these colonies can be built surprisingly quickly. It could be a while for the Imperium to recognize that the colony exists and is doing well, maybe a couple of 100 years. But some of these colonies, within like a decade of being set up, they are become thriving metropolises. Yeah. It's also because the Imperium is, despite the entire thing offers only war, and despite the galaxy being ripped in half, for the most part, the Imperium, most people in the Imperium don't see any war. The only evidence of war they see is the production of arms or whatever, or the requisition of resources on the planet. There's like 1 million worlds. Most of them aren't on any war fronts. Most of them don't have real risks of demons attacking them. Then you've got all the space stations, all of the worlds that are technically uninhabitable, but the humans decide to inhabit anyway. Like gas giants, where they just put giant space stations in orbit. Well, I say in orbit, in atmospheric orbit of the planets. They're just floating in the atmosphere. And they just got thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of humans living on them. But then you got dozens of them on a single gas giant. Maybe even hundreds with certain ones that have specific resources they want to grab. Add in all the, what's it called? Oh, what do they call them? Spaceships and so on that are basically self-sufficient and maintain a large population just living on them, just going through the void. Add in all the humans that don't belong to the Imperium. A lot of the worlds that the Black Templar liberate just aren't part of the human-ruled worlds. They're just not part of the Imperium. They're not run by Chaos. They're not taken over by Xenos. When you see a 40k galactic map, the Tau Empire is usually a small hexagon in the southern part of the galaxy, easy to miss. Yeah, and often that hexagon has to be magnified to show it. And it's like just south of the Ultramar. The other thing about humans is that a lot of their soldiers, it doesn't matter that they lose them. Like, you got the Krieg, who are effectively, they're not clones, but they're kind of basically clones. Just being sent out in massive droves. You've got the things like the chem dogs and stuff like that, which is just basically taking a bunch of people that they don't actually have the food and resources on the planet to maintain, putting them in the guardsmen, where they now get food and resources. So you're basically taking a bunch of people who would have died from starvation, throwing them into a war where they might live. And if they do survive long enough, then they're going to actually be allowed to become civilians and go settle on any world they really want to. With actually a significant amount of money. At least that's what I've read in certain books. Even for penal legions, if you survive in a penal legion, you can actually have quite a good life afterwards. If your PTSD doesn't get to you. There's also parts of, like one of my favourite things was reading about, you know, guardsmen off duty on a planet that has no real war on it. And it's just literally I think it's 1980s, effectively. Like, they've got TV, they've got limos, they've got cars, they've got just pubs and nightclubs and stuff. The entire thing just sounds like 1980s Britain or maybe America. It's like, And it's relatively peaceful. I say relatively peaceful, but you know, there's no war, there's no threat of war. The war kind of is there in terms of it's a popular place for like guardsmen and, well, not just guardsmen, but like Titan, Legion and Knights and so on, just to, in their vacation hours, effectively, to go to the planet. Close enough to a front line where they can be called up, far enough away that they can be safe. I can't remember which world it was. But it's not the first time I've seen stuff like that. And it's like, yeah. Have to get back to work. Bye bye, Texas Spartan. Thank you for popping in. It was nice having you here. You're back. Hi back. I'm Cupcake. Hi bloody. Was whisked away for dinner. Oh, I hope it was a tasty dinner. I had half a Burger King double cheeseburger today. Double bacon cheeseburger. I had the other half last night. And half a bag of fries, not bag of fries, a pack of fries. Sometimes you buy a large fries, they come in Froze box, and it's absolutely stuffed full of fries, and it's like amazing. Other times you buy it, and it's like just half a pack. It's like, oh. I get one needs redoing a little bit. Yeah, I'm taking a long time to paint these eyes today. You keep distracting me, chat. Homemade carbonara with dessert of ice cream and homegrown strawberries. Ooh. You're taking a dab. How do these jewels work? As far as I'm aware, the jewels is you just type !jewel at whoever you want to jewel. Then the person accepts and it's a random fight. Are the jewels working at the moment? I didn't see it. Oh! Welcome to Cupcake!
Thank you becoming a cupcake apprentice. Texas Spartan 099.
Thank you so much for becoming an apprentice. Remember to use, with that you get to have access to the emotes and you can use some cupcake magics as long as a mage or sorcerer is watching over you. Oh yeah, the jewels are working. Oh, French Puff is absolutely dominating Anthony. Well, he just took a big hit. Oh, he got a crit on Anthony. Anthony, you have to get a crit on him now. Oh, you're not. French Puff's gonna kill you. Oh, another crit. Oh my gosh, French Puff just destroyed you, Anthony. Appreciated, Texas. Thank you. Love that, do you, by the way, for that. Yay. Use your magic responsibly. And don't forget, every like of this stream is another prayer to the God Emperor and the Omnisire. Pray to the Omnisire or totally not Elden Ring characters gonna come and get you. Tentacle. Grab, grab. Grab, 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 grab. Grab, 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 grab. Blurry grab. Actually, no, the Inquisitor's gonna get you. Pew, 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 pew. So she's got a tiny pistol. Look how tiny her pistol is compared to this big old bolt pistol. Pew. Size matters. One day I will reload this musket when you are screwed. Well, one person might be screwed off a dog like 30 yards down the street. Going to be screwed over. Either way, someone is going to get hit by that round. Or a tree. This flintlock pistol. Don't overestimate my pistol. Don't you mean underestimate? No, overestimate. It's very easy to overestimate. Looks really cool. It's not that good. These go easy on me. For cool factor, not practicality. Oh, I want a character like that in a story. Oh, imagine an isekai. But if they don't choose the most overpowered stuff, they just choose the
IRS is very strong.
Stuff. Nah, IRS is weak. Fight them. Get your taxes back. I love a Doomsday arc. Is it just a weird, real-life size sci-fi pistol? Wait, which one's a Doomsday arc, sorry? Is that a Necron weapon? I missed all my hits. Oh no. Yeah, iOS has a lot of luck in these games. French Puff has challenged iOS. iOS is accepted. We're about to fight. Okay, French Puff. iOS. iOS got the first hit in. But French Puff hit just as hard. French Puff dodged. And now... a crit! Oh my gosh, iOS is in trouble right now. He didn't get a crit. French Puff went in with one more hit to iOS. Oh no! French Puff dodged. And iOS got crit again. He's gone. iOS still can't beat the greatest contributor for French. Oh, the lightsaber beat the axe. Okay, need to use the known oil again. A bit of black. Because the went a bit over lines of the eye here and here. Kinda give me my money. Oh yeah, if you put a number after the jewel, that's how many sprinkles it will cost to be part of the jewel, and then how many sprinkles you'll win from your opponent. Dabba 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 doo. Yabba dabba doo. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, the stupidest family. Flintstones, meet. I actually don't know the tune for Flintstones. I just know it's Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. That's about it. I know it. You got Homer Simpson. He's about to crash into a walnut tree. Oh no, something in history.
Am I the greatest contributor?
Maybe. 69 sprinkles on the line as Ceridwen and iOS fight. iOS took some good hits. Ceridwen's taken some good hits. The iOS just dodged. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ceridwen just took another hit. He needs a crit here to maintain for balance. Oh, but he dodged. And now, oh, another hit in. Neither of them have gotten crits so far. Okay, Ceridwen's winning. He dodged again. One more hit and iOS might be down. He dodged again. Oh my goodness. Oh, but iOS is learning to dodge too. Oh, it could be anyone's. It's anyone's game with a miss like that. And a crit, and iOS won. Oh my goodness, what a close call. What a close call. Oh, goodness. Now, that's the type of excitement you come here for. For dodges, for strikes. Maybe Puff. Join us next week on more Cupcake Battles of History. Ah! Throwing paints. Dual iOS for 10 sprinkles. Oh, iOS is taking some heavy damage so far. It's still an even fight. Oh, another crit. Oh my goodness, that was a massive crit. One hit and iOS is down. Enough. That's insult to injury right there. A crit went for at 1 HP. Oh my goodness. Fudge Puff destroyed iOS of those 10 sprinkles. Going all in. Slot 2,500. Oh no. Oh no. You've only got 165 after this. Oh. You got 3 of it. I think that's half your money back, isn't it? They're fighting. Oh. Okay, let's look. How much of your money have you gotten back from that? Only half of it. I apologize. I say money. It's not money. Legally, it's not money. You don't buy it with cash. It's just sprinkles. Finally, I can pay my debt. They can't take my liver. Yes. You were going, your liver was going to be taken over 10 sprinkles. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Flintstones, made for Flintstones. They're the greatest family in history. Flintstones, made for Flintstones. Why do you throw something at me? How's mean? Oh gosh, Sheridan versus French Puff. But Sheridan's been massively beaten here. Oh my god, French Puff is just on a roll today. And you lost, yeah. Oh no. French Puff. Do not underestimate the French Puff, apparently. Not even the iOS messes with the French Puff. You're broke. Oh no, this is what happens when you go all in on the slots. You get broke. Like, how does that even look? Okay, it's okay here. You know what, I want to get some contrast. The bar contrast on them. I think that'll make the heads look a little better.
The power if the Puff Empire is SK tiny and insignificant that it's unstoppable.
Oh goodness. Thanks, we're getting old and rusty. No, Anthony's rusty one. Well, the non-rusty Anthony isn't rusty. But rusty Anthony is rusty. He's got rusty in his name. Okay, where is it? I need to get my paint box out. I got a box full of paints. Look at it. Box full of paints. And sorry, just whack the microphone. This paint, specifically, it's contrast all the red. You're a young'un. You're a young'un. You joined 2 weeks ago. You're a young. Do you want me to do a battle royale for you, so you can truly decide who's the strongest cupcake out of everyone here? Battle royale for how many sprinkles? 10,000. 10,000 sprinkles. No man. Last battle royale was 1 million sprinkles and Branry won. Or Bran Sprinkles as they are now known. Whack! But look at everyone fighting. Good luck everyone. We're gonna need it. Oh my goodness, so many cupcakes exploding into... I think I was iOS down just then. Oh. Who's still around? Anthony Rusty's Dale's around. French Puff is still alive, but Testicle Spartan might get rid of him. Oh, Empress White Bar just got rid of French Puff. Skaven Dan's taking the healing pack. 2500s after Skaven Dan. Skaven Dan just got rid of him. Empress White Bar doesn't know what to do. He's looking for a health pack. The health pack landed, but Skaven Dan's... Oh, Empress White Bar just won! Oh my goodness! The warg worked! The Arqua worked. You're the biggest and the strongest because you're green. The Emperor's blessing is true. I mean, you went in shouting war. I don't know if that's the Emperor's blessing or Gork and Mark's blessing right there. Oh, no, don't all in it. Oh yeah, you can only do 5,000 at a time. Yeah, it would only take 5,000 off you for that bet. You're more dangerous as a shark. Wait, where? I don't even see for...
Let's go gambling.
Did it do for... Oh, you won 2,500. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, goodness. French Puff has won 200 from the slots. Oh gosh, French Puff's really on a roll today. I need to take a note out to French Puff's book. Whatever French Puff's doing, the game really likes it. No, back to being broke. Don't you have like 2,500 left? That was fast. Look, you can't say I didn't give you a chance to get your money back. I definitely gave you a chance to, you know, live. To save yourself. Your sprinkles. I'm just teaching people. True economics right here. Ow! No, don't do it. Oh, you got half of it back again. You're really good at getting those halves. Really good at it. Oh gosh. I got a Sailor Moon sword again. Nice. Oh, that's a big sword. Oh, Talan's out there with 2 ice creams. Atrax has 2 dark sabers. No, wait, don't accept. Don't try getting money out of the Emperor. Fifth gone vote. Oh gosh, my horse fell over. Where's my Buff Elite trainer? He came in yesterday. But he has apparently real life stuff going on. But he'll be able to come back to watching streams in a couple of months, he was saying. Da, 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 da. 1,000 buy-in, oh my gosh. Oh, but it's French Buff versus Severin. Severin, oh, Severin got a dodge in. He actually stands a chance. And another dodging. Oh, he's actually winning right now. Oh, wait, he was winning. He's winning again. Oh, he's definitely winning now. Oh, the shark's back. The shark's back in the game. Oh, mama, nana. And now everybody's like ball wants to get in on the action. Buying of 1,000. Oh, no, you didn't do it properly. You need to be fudge puff. Not French. All you were doing is fighting each other for sprinkles. It's true. It's true. And for glory. But mostly sprinkles. There we go. I was getting like a little, filling in some of the detailed areas with no oil. Do that for a bit more obvious on the model. Like the orcs. The orcs often fight for teeth. I really wish there was more of a goblin faction for 40k. Like, just give us a Gretchen as their own faction. Or like enough models where they can make a Gretchen army. And give us some Gretchen lore. There we go. That helps. Okay, then what I want to do is get the white paint out and start putting a little bit of a glint in each of the eyes. Oh, but at the moment I do actually want to just give my hands a little bit of a rest. And my back from leaning over the desk. And shoulders. Because trying to do all this detailed work is not good for any part of my body. Oh, there we go. There you go, just like... Oh, there you go. Oh, my neck just cracked. Okay, but let's look at the website then. We got a cool old website here that I know you all love. Featured, I know some of you like the Age of Sigmar. Oh, but look, Lord of the Rings. Freyleif, Haraldson, and Olwyn arrive in Middle-earth. I'm guessing they're Rohan based on those names. Oh my goodness, look how cool. He looks like an anime character. Oh my goodness, he looks like you could put him in Uma Musume as a trainer. Look at that, hearts. Over the hearts. If you get hugged, but loads of hearts go everywhere, and if you hug for most people, you end up with like little hearts around your character. I don't know if that's still a thing. That might be. I need to fix some of the settings or whatever that might have broken. Gretchen do have a legendary rebellious leader called the Red Gobbo. He fights the Gretchen independence. Yeah, but they only do special edition models of him and like the Christmas model. To the point where he doesn't really feel like an actual character of 40k. It feels more just like, it feels more like the White Dwarf for fantasy. When for most of fantasy's run, for White Dwarf was a little more than a legend. Until they finally started to, you know, make him a proper character. Oh, but yeah, these are cool models. The shield maidens of Rohan were proud warrior women of Rohan, who defended their lands against invaders throughout the kingdom's history. Oh, I think as a novel series he does. I've seen that. But yeah, they need to just like bring out some generic Gretchen though, and some generic Gretchen that can act as a battle line.
Time for some sorting. The elders are IRS and Emperor and who else? And the young king's army and who else?
What's this? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's what made me an elite brothers. He had stars, I had hearts. Yeah, elite lost his stars to the elite slinger that was Plasma Basher. He was very good at capturing stars. Oh my gosh, look at those red road people. They look cool. Versus the not Nighthaunt. What are they called? Flesh eaters. Oh yeah, the ghouls. They're cool. Very nice. Oh, my body. My body. What we got here? Oh yeah, I want to figure out what was the Necron I was going on about before. He is... Because there's 4 characters. Where is it? Oh yeah, you got the Royal Warden. That's it, not Noble. Royal Warden is one of the models that comes in Indomitus. It's these Scott Herp Destroyers or whatever that come along as well. I bought the Doomstalker. I do like the race, they're cool. They remind me of Ravenous. I like these bikes, they remind me of the Star Wars bike things. Star Wars. But what else is it? Oh yeah, the Tachyon Arrow guy here. He comes in the Indomitus box. I've already got these 3. Oh yeah, the Destroyer hero, Lord, whatever. I forgot about him. I nearly got him. It's Skorapeka Lord, whatever it's called. Skorapek. The Canoptech Reanimator for Blastmancer and the Cryptofowls. There we go. Cryptofowls, Blastmancer, Skyrim Little Kept Lord, and the Reanimator. Yeah. And then you get 2 squads of warriors as well, which come with these scarabs. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Wraiths together with a Technomancer is crazy good. Ooh. I probably won't get more than 1,000 points of Necrons. And 1,000 points almost exactly is 2 squads of these warriors, is 2 squads of scarabs, 1 of these Doomstalkers, 1 animator, and for 4 characters of these Cryptofowls, and the, you know, the squad of destroyers up here. If I kind of am tempted to get these just because, you know, they got the little green tubes on them still. But if I was to expand on it, I'll probably get this Destroyer because he looks cool. These guys because they look cool. Some of these bikes because it looks cool. And maybe something like the Leech Guard or Praetorians. Actually, I would want a Spider. Spiders are cool. There's a lot of really cool Necron models I like. Actually, maybe this Kill Team. The Kill Team looks really good. If you buy a couple of Kill Teams, you'd have a full squad of Death Marks, wouldn't you? I don't know what you could use this guy as. Let's look. So you get a plasmacyte reanimator, plasmacyte accelerator. Oh no, you get a technomancer. Those are components to build specialized like discipline, Deuspex, and Apricanart. 5 can be built to sniping death marks. Oh, are immortals. That's cool. 5 are immortals or death marks. That's nice. And there are parts to build a technomancer, plasmacyte accelerator, and plasmacyte reanimator. Okay, so I guess they're... Oh wait, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if there's a 5th one. It says 8 models. I don't know. The kill team is great. You get 3 characters, 2 shrimpy boys. They can be played as script files. The death marks can be saved up. Oh. Looking at this, I'm guessing she can build the death marks and immortals, but 2 of them can be built as instead one of the characters. These 2 characters. So that guy can be built as a Death Marker Immortal, that guy can be built as Death Marker Immortal, that guy can be built as Death Marker Immortal, that guy could be an Immortal or a Death Mark, and then and this guy could also be an Immortal or Death Mark. Or you could build one of them as this dude, one of them as another character, and then you've always got this guy. I'm going to touch grass. Bye-bye! I haven't seen anyone play Tesseract Vault in terms. Which one's a Tesseract Vault? That looks cool. Oh my gosh, these guys look so cool. I've never seen them before. Oh my goodness, they look like someone took a flayed one, added some random change of them, and then added the arms of that destroyer thing. I was like, yeah, that's good enough. It's so stupid and I love it. Oh, but what's a Tesseract Vault? Which one is it here? I still can't believe I've not upgraded these 2 models. This one looks amazing as this, to be honest. This one, though, that needs an update. Oh my goodness. I'm the Finecast right now. They used to be Meta with Finecast now. Okay, Obelisk and Transcendent Catan. Tesseract Vault is this one. Oh, that looks cool. It's very expensive though, 115 quid. I mean, it looks like it's nice size. It looks like it'll also fall over. I don't like this about Games Workshop sometimes. They give you like these models that are way too big for a flying stand that they're given. I have the same thing with my outdoor bikes. Every single time I try putting them down, they're just falling over all of the time. And it's not fun. Does it only have 2 sprues in it? No, it must have more. Yeah, it must have 2 of these sprues in it, or at least maybe even 3. Or 4 even. 1 of them. 4 of them. Tesseract Vault is epic big. The mod is like 12 inches wide and long. It reminds me of a Monolith. A Monolith was out for ages. Not this version of a Monolith, but a much older one. And it was absolutely massive for the games. Like, they brought out the Baneblade, and people were like, look how big the Baneblade is. And the Necron players just put down the old Monolith next to it and go, yeah, Games Workshop's been releasing super heavies for years. They just never called them a super heavy till now. Actually, I think Monolith ended up gaining the super heavy rule at some point, but this one looks even bigger than the old Monolith model. It looks way cooler, like they actually look like proper gates you can teleport through. Although that does look like a boring disco ball. Necron models are great. Necron looks like a... Necrons are really cheap to get into though. Like... The price of the warriors are 31 quid, right? But you get 3 scorpions of them for they can be worth quite a few points. And you got your Doomstalker, you can buy for kill team to get 3 characters at once. You can buy this thing to get 2 characters and a reanimator. But yeah, all of the things are worth quite a few points though. So, and a lot of the models aren't super expensive compared to other armies. A lot of them are push fit, but despite being push fit, they still have options, which is nice. I've not built any of the models, so I can't really comment too well on them. But from the looks of things, as an outside observer, it looks like Necrons have things pretty well at the moment. I feel like they could do with a little more just model. There's a few models I feel like they're lacking at the moment, but that's about it. So that's mostly just some of the ones they've lost. They're thicker dudes. Like more like him. And the spider here. Change up at least the 2 Catans they've got. Just a display model at this point. To be fair, I think for me, Warhammer is mostly just display models at the moment. Have fun building them. Well, things will come back around to whether Tesseract Vault is good again. I mean, it's just things work like that sometimes with Warhammer. Or it's literally the faults they use to capture the Catans. Yeah. Necrons are a perfect beginner's army, easy to paint, not too expensive rules. Not too expensive rules aren't hard either. Yeah. I think it's because, in part, it's like this box set. If you bought this box set and the 1 squad of warriors, and this, 1 squad of warriors, the combat patrol, the royal court, and the royal warden, you will have the entire starter set, the Indomitus spots set of Necrons, plus a Doomstalker. And that's a pretty good starting army. That's what I currently am about to have. Still expensive, mind you, but not, it's 1,000 points. And that's a pretty cheap 1,000 points compared to a lot of armies. Eldar are probably one of the least easy to get into armies. Which is actually reasonably priced now. That's surprising. They used to be more expensive than that, I feel like. So they used to be 30 quid at one point. Yeah, but Eldar, if you're not going for the Dark Eldar route, Rangers are 40 quid for 5. Shroud Runners are expensive. Your Fire Prisms are okay, I guess. Decent enough price. You have a 12 Cane's 67 quid. Shining Spears are a bit expensive. 40 quid for them. 28 quid for 5 Dire Avengers. It's quite expensive. 40 quid for Wraith Blades. I mean, if you were buying for combat patrols, it was 9 quid. Or was it a tenner for Wraith Lord? That wasn't too bad, but £40 for a Wraith Lord, and it's such a small model too for £40. It's like you could buy a Redemptor Dreadnought to almost for that much money, and it's way bigger. You get way more spare bits too. How much are the Guardians? 40 quid for 5 Wraith. I mean, you do get spare bits of them. Oh, Solitaire's not as badly priced as I expected. I guess it's because they're kind of old models now. Although the Death Jester's still 20 quid. Farsi is still 20 quid. Fire Dragons 40 quid for 5. Striking Scorpions are surprising and most reasonably priced ones of Aspect Warriors. Yeah, 37 quid for Storm Guardians, and they are not worth a lot of points. A lot of things are quite expensive. I mean, there are some things that are reasonably priced compared to, like, if you're buying Space Marines or Guardsmen. But, yeah. I own Necrons, they are great. And Romus. Rumours has it that Deceiver will get an update like the Fire Dragon. Ooh, Fire Dragon's getting an update. Ooh. And some Romers say that they'll have 4 arms and more Eldritch stuff. Ooh. My entry into Necrons was 2022 Christmas box. Start to the game with 2. Ooh, that looks nice. That sounds good. You get 1,000 points for 160 euros. Combat Patrol plus 2 of the old Catans. No one will like you, but you will have 1,000 points. I wouldn't advise getting the Catans. The Deceiver looks really nice. The other one, I think he does show his age. And the Finecast and the... I've never had a problem with Finecast personally, at least compared to doing it with metal. But yeah. They're not the best to work with for a beginner. Ravengers are pretty expensive for 40 quid for the models, 37 quid for Vader. The infantry is not too bad for the Dark Eldar, like in terms of how priced they are. They're reasonable. Mandrakes are maybe a bit too expensive, 47 quid for 10, and 40 quid for 5 Incubi. Yeah, the Combat Patrol though looks very decent. How are the Guardsmen? Guardsmen used to always be one of the more expensive armies to make because of just infantry. 31 quid still for just Cadian shock troopers, 28 quid for a command squad, and they're not worth many points at all. 28 quid for just 5 Scions, and yeah, sure, they're worth a lot more than a normal Guardsman, but not worth that much of a grand scheme of things. 40 quid for 3 Ogrins. It's no wonder people like to use proxies for them. 24 quid for Jungle Fighters. Now that's better price. That being said, you could probably find these for like 25 quid if you buy them from other shops. Meanwhile, these guys will only ever be 24 quid. Yeah. Kill Team Kasvikin. Very expensive. And you can always buy just a couple of Bane Blades and a Lord Solar, and that's your army. 1,000 points right there, probably more. Chaos Space Marines are pretty expensive to get into. How are Orcs actually priced? They're not the worst pricing for these things. They're very good models. They've not updated the models for ages, but they're very good models. I don't care. I used to have a couple of them, and I had the metal killer cans and the metal... didn't have a metal Death Dread. It was too expensive. And I hated the killer cans falling apart as much as they did. Devcopters. Are they still the same push fit models from ages ago? Okay, they're not push fit ones at least. Yeah, I did not like having Devcopters. They broke all of the time. Boys, 34 quid for 10, but they are push fit these ones. But there is another squad of boys who are cheaper. Orc Looters aren't the worst price since you get burner boys with them. And you can easily... Yeah, if you buy the Orc Boy box and buy the Orc Looter box, you can convert it so that 5 of them are Orc Looters, then you can take 5 of them and convert them into burner boys. At the 28 quid for 10 boys with a lot of spare weapons and stuff, it's very worthwhile. The models and scoops are a lot older and not as good as the scoops of these guys. So if you don't care about kit bashing, I don't care about having spare parts. These guys are better. They got much better they're much better sculpts. The knob is a lot bigger and a lot more obvious of a model. But the normal 10 boys here, the knob is just an orc boy with a banner and a power claw. Orcs can just have their vehicles from old toys. It's true, you can't use them in tournaments anymore, sadly. Well, not official tournaments. Oh yeah, for orc knob box there, that's not a bad price. £26 for 5 knobs. And the knob models are pretty cool. And they are worth quite a lot of points. £15 for Gretchen. Orcs absolutely love Gretchen orc players because every single friend, and like I keep hearing about people who like their nephews or nieces or whatever keep buying from or like of their own children every time it's a birthday or Christmas. They always get a squad of Gretchen given to them because they're so cheap. And for 15 quid, they're not online only. So that means if you buy them from a different shop, you can buy them for like 25% off. Which is seriously reasonably priced. I mean, they're not worth a lot of points, but we love our Gretchen. These guys are probably worth the price. I did buy some. The Stomper's definitely worth its price. It's a horrible model to make, but it's definitely worth its price. Oh, yeah, orcs can make a reasonable army pretty cheaply because they still got a lot of the old models. Like for orc boys, for Gretchens, for knobs, the Stompers, for Looters. Those things are still expensive. What about for Battle Wagon? 75 quid for a Battle Wagon. Okay. That's expensive. Just buy yourself a Stomper. Buy yourself a Stomper and a couple of orc boys and a war boss. Bing bang boom, you've got yourself an army. Oh. So. Oh, what about Tau? I've been looking at getting into Tau, but I just want to get like the battle suits. How expensive is a Riptide again? Yeah, 57 quid. And the 74 quid for a Riptide. If you go for the big models, you can get a decent army for a reasonable price. It's surprising that the bigger the models you buy, the more expensive ones generally make it cheaper to get an army. It's because they're infantry, it's expensive for how many points worth of infantry you get. The main exception to this rule is Space Marines, but Space Marine infantry is generally more expensive. Actually, thank God Task Force is pretty reasonable. I really love suppressors though, so you know. Yeah, 40 quid for 150 points of infantry right there. 310 if you have a squad of 20. My recommendation is that your very first army gets only new models, where your second army can look on the second-hand market. Actually, one of the good things is at starter boxes are really a good place to start the game. But if you don't want to buy a starter box, if you go on eBay, anything that's in the old Leviathan box or is in one of the starter boxes, you can usually find pretty cheaply. Like brand new, the sprue by itself. I personally really enjoy the building process of models, so I generally only like to buy the sprues. I don't want to buy a finished built model I'm going to have to take apart or repaint. The Puff has returned. Yay! That being said, I can't really play. I can't get out to play very easily, so Most of my enjoyment for a game right now is just building stuff. And yes, sorry, I had to take a bit of a break because trying to do focus on small model pieces, very difficult. Yeah, I just want to get like a little bit of a glint in the eye. There we go. Tiniest bit of the glint. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. Oh no, we did get it. We did get it. The puff has returned. Yeah, for me, I build and paint to have fun. A full army to play with. Yeah, I do want to like play again, but it would take a while for me to get out to play. Oh gosh, that was a mess. Oh, I'm just making it worse. Oh no. Oh no, that's a massive splodge of white that just went everywhere. Oh, I just absolutely ruined his eye. I tried to get football for eye done. I had less paint on my brush than I did. Hard to judge sometimes. And I'm a very bad judge. Tabletop Simulator exists. It does, but that requires a lot of energy and time to set up. And people. Okay, gonna have to redo all of this now. Okay, where's the black? Sometimes that's difficulty targeting people. Trying to see. No, it didn't seem to do anything wrong with it. Okay, fixing up what went wrong with my life. The answer is everything. Okay, need that scarlet again. I have a lone operative rule. Okay, did it find French puff? Oh no, you didn't do the dual command, you did D-U-A. It's D-U-E-L. What you meant to do. That's right, it's not working. You did dual as in 2, not dual as in... compete. Oh my gosh, have you lost all of your sprinkles, French puff? Oh no. You gambered them away and threw them at me. Oh gosh, paint games and French puff are dueling. It seems very even at the moment. Neither side has the advantage other than paint games, ruthless blood, and now has a crit. And that's just dodged. Okay, it looks like it's to paint games. Paint games won. Oh no, all of French puff's looks gone away. There we go. Okay, it wasn't a great attempt, but it was an attempt nonetheless. Not getting the glints into the eye here. See, it's just sometimes when you've just got a tiny amount of paint you want to paint. It doesn't want to get off the brush. Okay. I think that did it. No great duel. Fight first rule coming into play. You have my cat look of Hello. It's my cat. Oh. My cat's been, when it goes out for a walk now, all it does is just stay in the shrubbery in the garden. Like we've been planting some plants in there and it's just always just in this little bush. Just contentedly watching the birds. Every so often a butterfly might fly up to it and it just lunges at the butterfly and the butterfly just floats away. Which is nice. I don't want the butterflies to die. If you charge someone with it to a duel and you do a buy-in, so let's say you do a duel and then you type after the person's name 50, it costs 50 sprinkles to enter the duel for either of you. And if you win, you get your sprinkles back and you get your opponent's sprinkles. And if you lose, you just lose your sprinkles. Like you did with the buy-in for. But that's only if you duel for cash. If you duel without any money on the line, you don't lose any money. Or any sprinkles on the line, I should say. I lost the Royale. No, the Battle Royale doesn't cost you any money. The person wins it from the pot. It doesn't come from you. If there's no buy-in for the Battle Royale. All the commands that you do, such as the say command, cost you sprinkles. The yeeting stuff at my head costs sprinkles. Turning me into something costs sprinkles. Did I want to see if I won, but it never came up. I did see someone win Sprinkle, but I didn't see the thing come up. Maybe it's taken a while. No, it should have told you by now. Yeah, definitely should have told you by now. Fly to jail. He can't fly to jail. Only iOS would want to go to jail. That's where the tax evaders are.
Remember when you dodged someone's yeet and then I yeet and you tried to dodge but I got the hit?
Yeah. I've already dodged like twice before. Sprinkles Quast is the fine you pay for acting out against... Ow! Stop yeeting at me! Hi, Chaotic Erland. Cupcake found out the hard way that if we go broke, we do heresy. No, you don't. There's no such thing as heresy. There's no heresy in the bakery. Oh, I have thought of a quick way to, paint for whites and for blacks on my vehicles, or at least for bigger, flatter vehicles like the Mastodons and the Repulsors. I spray them white first, and then, or black, and then I cover the areas that I want to keep the colour it is, and then I just spray it again in the other colour. Probably best spraying it in black, no white, sorry, and then cover up all the areas.
Mother, there is always Hershey in the bakery. How else do you think the cupcakes are made?
There's always heresy in the bakery. The heretics aren't making the cupcakes. It's a cupcake mage using the cupcake magic with the help of the cupcake apprentices and the cupcake sorcerers. Gosh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Stop it! How do we keep missing? I cast a shadow in the warp to stop this nonsense bakery. Don't worry, it can't stop it. Shadow in the warp has no effect on me. Don't worry. Don't worry. Talan is the lead and he knows how to make cupcakes. Only when he's a cupcake mate.
Friendship is magic. And magic is heresy. Rips the pony apart with my dreadnought hands, rated E for everyone.
No!
That isn't how I was made. I was born in the dough cave from my 637 brood bred mothers.
Don't kill the cupcakes. Also, magic's not heresy. You got a Psychus in the Imperium, they're not heretics. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the heretic sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the heretic gets hunted tonight. A wimbo way, a wimbo way, a wimbo way, a wimbo way. Wee, a do do do. What's that from? I can't remember which one that is. Which film? Is it Jungle Book or is it Lion King? Actually just gave me PTSD of MLP Cupcakes animation. Oh. When I interacted with a random guy, I think his name was Bob, when I burst out his chest, now stronger than ever. They're saying that well played. Yes, and look, Black Templars has contradictory law. Some of the Black Templars, so in some of the law for Black Templars, they actually like Psychus, they just don't have any themselves. They like sanctioned Psychus. In fact, they even worship Navigators. And Helbrecht himself is very friendly to Psychus and Navigators and stuff, and Grimaldus too. Grimaldus is definitely more uncomfortable around Psychus though. Then you do have the more, and generally the ones that are more evil of the Black Templars, they're the ones that just hate all mutants and hate all Psychus. They are generally painted in a bad light by first stories and so on, and actually actively disliked by the likes of Helbrecht and stuff. So, yeah. Also, technically, it might be that all Black Templar are Psychus. You know, like all orcs are kind of Psychus. Because the Black Templar do like create mini miracles all of the time. Like that's what the entire Vows do. They just pray hard enough that the warp changes reality. It's like, hey, I just got shot. No, I didn't. The Emperor protects. And suddenly, no, they didn't get shot. The Emperor did protect. And that requires psychic energy. So you know what that means. Who's a psychic little baby? You're a psychic little baby who doesn't realize it's psychic. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You get a little glint in your eye. A little glint in your... I said, you're getting a little glint in your eye. There you go. Exercise. Never. Never. Oh gosh. My what's your favourite Tyranid? Mine is the Ravener. No, the Soen Folk. Yippee Lictor. Yippee Neuro Lictor, that's my favourite Tyranid. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I have seen the weird MLP stuff. It's horrifying. What happens to cupcakes that are burnt? Same thing that happens to all things that are burnt. They're just as beautiful and we treat them just as nicely as any other cupcake. Just because a little burnt doesn't mean anything bad. Sometimes they might need a little bit more help, and that's what we do. We give them a little bit more help. Because we're good cupcakes. You know. Burnt has like, no, don't eat cupcakes are burnt, not food, including the burnt ones. Don't eat the burnt cupcakes. The Nocturne cupcakes are the friendliest of cupcakes. Of course they are. Just because they're nocturnal. Oh wait, you mean nocturne like Night Lords. But they'd still be friendly. They'll be the friendliest Night Lords. It's the burnt cupcakes. Neither! Just get yourself some food. Go to the forest if you have to. Over here getting a Nocturnes and a Nostromus. Oh, wait, Nostromus. Never mind. Wait, what's Nocturne then? Sorry. No, like the salamanders. Oh, that's Nocturne. I thought they were somewhere else for some reason. Nocturne sounds like such a terrible name for a salamander home. I thought they'll go with like a more South American name. Like after one of the native South American gods. Just because salamanders and axolotls, I don't know. Maybe I'm being crazy with that idea. Now you have the European salamanders too, don't you? What about muffins? Muffins are forms of cake, including muffins, but not including pancakes because they're not cakes. It's a misnomer, and they're imposters and they're traitors, and we need to get rid of them all. But otherwise, all forms of cakes are friends, not food. Sure, normal birthday cakes and wedding cakes, they might be big stupid cousins of a cupcake, but they're still cake and they're friends. Hi, 2500. You're squeaky clean. Nice. Legion cupcakes. Put that on the list. What about cookies then? Cookies are not cakes. Cookies are food. Okay, so today we worked on the eyes and visors of all these marines, and I might have to neaten up these visors because I've messed it up massively. And some of these eye glints are honestly kind of terrible. But I think that might get covered up a bit when I'm doing the... Oh, what do they call it? The weathering on the model. The accents and edging of it. Wait, where did they... There he is. And there's another guy. Oh wait, we didn't do your eyes at all. Okay, we got to do red eyes of this dude. He was off in the corner and I missed him. But don't forget to like the stream if you've not liked already. I turned into a demon for 5 minutes, yes. Yes, I did. I kind of missed it because I was... I apologise. I was, what's it called? Looking down at the table. Oink! Pancakes are evil, they're imposters and sus. We don't trust them, not at all. Look at his shoulder pad, that's a cool shoulder pad design. Oh, look at him go. There we go. We're coming along. Let's look what we have to do now. We've done the eyes. I wanted to get the power weapon done today, but I kept getting distracted.
Why are cupcake our friend, not food?
Because I'm a cupcake. And look at all those little cupcakes down there. Look, they're all sentient little beings. You have nids to paint. Nids to win, sorry. You have nids. Okay, bye-bye, paint games. Good luck with what you're doing. I forgot to do the power axe today. I kept getting distracted. But I have stuff I need to do this evening. What is this stuff? Oh yeah, tomorrow morning we got another stream. And that's going to be another hand cam. We'll decide what we're going to do then. We might do some painting, as I said. We got to do the accenty things with these guys, or the edges, like this guy has. I'll probably do the power weapon first, though. And then after that, we just got back to damage on these swords, and like the damage on the pistols. Like this. Pretty cool. But hopefully none of that should take too long. And then after that, I think really the only thing left is getting the base done here. And then paint all the bases brown, get Armageddon dust on them, and that's it. Oh yeah, we need to... Oh, never did his crystal. I'll have to do it. I'll do his crystal after the stream. But let me go to jail for the last few minutes. Okay, iOS. While we're here, where are you? Is this you? It is. There you go. Are you happy now? Oh yeah, I'll just paint the crystal while I'm here. It's the same paints that we're just using for the eyes. It's got, as you see, a little red crystal there. Or gem of some kind. Let's get the bright red on it, this scarlet red. Just to make certain parts of it seem brighter. There we go. Don't forget to do... No, don't do heresy. Hi, French Puff. Okay, and then I get a little bit of white on it. I'm not evil. You're evil for doing heresy.
She's evil.
No, Cuptle, don't support the heretics. Don't support the heretics. They're evil as can be. Don't support the heretics. They're evil anomalies. Da, 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 da.
Let's test your theory, shall we?
There's an evil person everywhere. There's evil people around. Detect evil. No. No. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah 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 ah. Ah ah. You're not got enough sprinkles. Ha ha ha. Sourdough. Why? You know, me doing an evil laugh does not mean I'm evil. It just means I've got a very interesting laugh. You know, others would kill for a laugh like mine. You're just like... Evil cat. I'm not an evil cat. They deserve to know the truth. You deserve to know the truth of your mom.
Her true form is a suspiciously cat-shaped cupcake with fiery eyes and demon horns. I know this, I see her right now, trust.
No. Don't trust. How does that look? I am a worm. I am a wormy worm. I am a worm. I am a wormy worm. A wormy is wormy worm. A wormy worm who loves to worm. He's now a spawn of Saint. I'm not a spawn of Saint. Saint has nothing on me. I'm stronger than Saint. But anyway, here we go. That's the stream. Don't forget to like. And it's who's live right now. I don't have the energy to stay in another stream, folk. Oh, your penny puffball's back. Oh no, she's playing. She's done a collab. So let us not wade into a collab. Okay. So anyway, then, thank you for coming to the stream. Love hearts to you all. Oh look, red paint. It was nice having you here, and we got some. I think we did some decent work, getting all the eyes redone and touched up. Tomorrow, I mean, okay, I don't think the white glint of the eye did very well, mind you. I don't think I did it properly. But whatever. Who cares? They don't have any white glint in fact. I might just correct all the white glints anyway and just remove them. Because it feels a bit meh. At least for some of them. Some of them the white glint looks fine, others less so. Yeah, that one looks fine. That one looks fine. I mean, for only models in this unit that people would really be picking up to look at anyway, at close detail, is probably this guy. And maybe this guy too. And they're fine, so, you know, it's all good. It's all good in the hood, bruv. Look at him. Oh, he's so cool, I love him. But anyway, thank you. So I keep trying to end the stream and I just keep getting distracted. No more. Look, magical girl angel. I am a magical girl angel. But hey, thank you. Goodbye. Love you all. Remember.
Looks play.
No, don't say it looks Blair. No, that's mean. But. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. Work hard, play harder. Take care of yourselves and be kind to others and vice versa. I remember sleep. No. Eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes. They are friends, not food. Cupcakes are friends, not food. Remember that. Friends, not food. Bye bye, everyone. Whee! Ah! See you all tomorrow morning. Well, maybe some of you.